Hello friends, how are you? This is Dr. Sri Nagi, Ayurveda and Medicine doctor and also Isha Hatha Yoga teacher. So today in this video we are going to talk about what is the significance of Guru Purnima. As you know, in India a lot of importance has been given to Guru. If you visit any of the Indian families, most of the people have they have their Guru, not one Guru specifically but various kind of gurus according to their needs, according to their longings, according to a person who guides them what to do, how to navigate the life. So Guru means a person who brought clarity to you, who just clear your concepts. Since ancient India, this Guru concept was there, and as there was Guru Shishya Parampara, Guru doesn't mean specifically the teacher who is teaching you the certain subject. That doesn't mean Guru. Guru means that person, that is a teacher, that is adhyapak, that is teacher, who is teaching you how to, learn the subject or how to do the studies, the scientific studies. That is different. But Guru is someone who teach you how to navigate through life. When I am saying navigate through life, that means those concepts which how to move on the spiritual path, because all other paths are still written, like if you do H2 plus O2 is 2H2O, like one molecule of water, one molecule of hydrogen makes water. So it is very clear cut. No specific guidance is needed, because here it is just a formula. But Guru is something who just make a cocktail for you, just what is needed for you that he provides, just to get rid of your sufferings, your emotional problems, emotional disturbances, teaching how to reach the higher goal of your life, how states of consciousness. And actually the concept of Guru starts from Adi Yogi Shiva. Why this Guru Purnima, this special day has been celebrated? Because this is the day after summer solstice. This is the first Purnami. It is not like any Purnami. Guru Purnami is not like any random Purnami. This is the day, first Purnami, when Lord Shiva himself, whom we call Adi Yogi, as the first Guru. In yogic culture we call him the Adi Yogi, that is the first Guru. He is the first one who has given the science of consciousness to his 7 disciples, who are known as Saptarishis these days. And still, if you see in Indian, if you have visited India, the people keep saying like this Saptarishi, and everybody knows who is Saptarishi. These are the 7 sages who took the yoga science and spread it in various parts of the world. But the first person from whom they have learned, or they have learned the science of yoga, from Shiva himself. So Shiva is known as the Adi Guru. The origin of Ayurveda, that is the knowledge of Ayurveda, is also took birth from Shiva himself, because in our scriptures and in our culture, Shiva is considered as the highest level of consciousness, and Shiva is a being, or like it's a god, it's the Mahadeva, like means he is beyond the heritage. He is just Swayambhu, means he just came from somewhere. He is just God by himself. In our Indian culture it's been said. And in yogic culture, this Shiva is referred as the highest level of consciousness, and is a enlightened being, like he's just God of gods and beings of beings, like biggest enlightened being you can say, who is the if you see highest level of consciousness anywhere till infinity, if somewhere exists, that is Shiva himself. And in yogic texts also, Shiva is considered as Adi Guru, who has during this Guru Purnima, he just turned south. That's why he is also known as Dakshina Murti. He turned south and he given his first knowledge to the seekers, to 7 sages. They have prepared themselves with practices to be receptive of the grace of Shiva, and this is how the science of yoga has been transferred to these 7 sages. Ayurveda is a science which is being given by, in one story, mythological story says like Ayurveda has origin from Shiva himself. Another mythological story says Ayurveda has origin from Brahma, the god creator, like who has created whole universe and earth, like he, and for the human well-being he just gave the knowledge of Ayurveda for the well-being. So this is how various mythological stories are. So Guru, Brahma is also a guru, Shiva is also a guru, but Shiva is considered as the Adi Guru, the first yogi, and the first person who has transcended the knowledge of yoga to his 7 disciples. So what was the need of this yoga and why it's been transcended like that? Mythological story says like human was going through a lot of suffering, that emotional suffering, mental suffering, vasanas, a lot of other concepts were going on and a lot of turmoils. And even if we see in day to day life what happens during the day, when we are talking to one person we talk in certain way, when you are talking to another person we talk in certain way, and if we observe our breath movements, when you are talking to this person our breath movement in in some specific way, when we are talking to some another person whom we don't like, our breath movement is in another little bit turmoil or maybe little bit very fast or in anxiety or in fear. So these breath movements are keep changing throughout the day, and with the change of breath movements our mind, our thinking patterns, our observation patterns, everything change with that. And there is a whole science to it that is known as yogic sciences, and this yogic sciences has been delivered during the time of this Guru Purnima to the 7 sages, and this is how this yoga then transferred from these work of Agastya Muni and many other sages from various parts of the world. Then they went to various parts of the world, these 7 sages, and they have spread yoga to for the human well-being. Like if there are more seekers who are also struggling to overcome the mind patterns and to overcome the emotional patterns, or they want to elevate the human consciousness, so there should be some technique so that their life will not remain very limited. Their life will not remain like animals, just because animals have limited mind, they can do specific things, they can't grow or elevate the consciousness, and they can't grow as much evolution or like consciousness or intelligence as human has. So by this by the significance of this day is like on this day is the day of liberation for human, like he will not get trapped in the like this cage of mind, and there is a possibility that he can go beyond mind. So just to value that specific day, we worship, we celebrate Guru Purnima. In addition to that, it is not specifically only the person who is teaching you yoga that will be your guru. Any person who is teaching you anything for your well-being, for your health, let's suppose some conscious mother is like who is vegetarian, who is cooking fresh meal for your child, for her child, and just want to see him happy, just support him. So she is also your guru. Like for an infant, mother is also a guru. For like any person who is putting his inputs for the well-being of other person without any personal gain. So that is Guru, because Shiva, he has Adi Guru, he has given the sciences of this yoga not for his benefit, for the benefit of sages, for the benefit of humanity. It is just like service to the humanity without thinking like what he will gain in return. Just doing well-being to another person without thinking what he will get. That if somebody is doing with this expectation some well-being to other person, that I call as Guru. Guru is not someone who is doing some well-being with taking money or doing some well-being just because he will get benefit out of it. Guru is someone like who is just doing or teaching something or giving some technique of well-being without his any personal gain, because in this today's world, the way we are living in modernization, but still there are certain people who are doing things without their own benefits, just for well-being. So, and in our culture, in our tradition, in India especially, and even in West these days, we are blessed with such gurus. Like we are very feel blessed with such gurus, that we have still those kind of people who can guide us how to navigate through life, and who will make our life more beautiful, more who can bring more clarity to us, so that it is not then pain and sorrows will not happen if you have guru. It will happen, but at least you will know how to navigate through it, because this is the time like many people are doing suicides, children are doing suicides, because they don't know where to go. One exam they are not able to clear, though they feel like their life is over, like everything is over. But I think if we feel establish this guru culture, so he can guide to such people like who are attempting for suicides. Like if you are not able to clear some test or something, that is not the end of the life. Life is much more than just to pass the simple exam. I feel if we glorify the purpose of Guru Purnima, it can bring light to many people. So that's all about today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and if you're watching me for the first time, there is a bell icon, there is a subscription button. Please click the bell icon, hit the subscription button, so that you stay in tune with our upcoming videos. Also, if you would like to support us, there is a join button near subscription button. You can click this join button and you can support us. Those of you who want Ayurveda consultations, please write to me on this given email ID, and I will let you know how we can schedule it. If you have any questions, please write down those questions in the comment section. I will try to answer your questions in the best possible way. So with this note, I would like to say stay healthy, stay blessed, take care. Bye.